好，我们欢迎大家再度回到我们的会场来。我们紧接着呢要进行的是我们的闭幕式。为了舒缓大家动了一天的脑筋哦，我们闭幕式中也安排了一段精彩的原住民族的文化表演。那我们呢将为大家邀请到我们的传源文化艺术团，他们呢以部落为根基，肩负传承原住民族文化的使命。团名呢蕴含着传承根源的意识，象征在现代社会环境中持续延续文化的生命力。
Welcome back, everyone. We will now continue with the closing program of today's forum. After a full day of discussion and sharing, we have prepared a special indigenous cultural performance for you.
那我们这一次的演出呢，它的曲目呢叫源流，它是以泰雅族的文化为核心，结合古调吟唱、口簧琴与肢体语言，串联族群的起源、情感连结和生命的历程，呈现人与土地、祖先之间的深刻关系。
Today, we are honored to invite the AmuBwiy Puing Culture and Arts Group. The group is dedicated to preserving and sharing Taiwan's indigenous culture and traditions. Their name means passing down culture roots. It represents the spirit of keeping indigenous culture alive and preserving it to the future. The group combines traditional culture with modern performance. Through music, dance, and visual arts, they present the beauty and spirits of indigenous culture. Today's performance, Qinplan, is based on Atayal culture. It combines traditional singing, the jaw harp, and body movement to tell stories about people, their ancestors, and the land. Through the performance, we hope everyone can experience the richness and beauty of Taiwan's indigenous culture.
好，让我们用最热烈的掌声欢迎传源文化艺术团体所带来的表演。
Ladies and gentlemen, AmuBwiy Puing Culture and Arts Group.
让我们掌声谢谢我们传源文化艺术团体带来的原住民舞蹈表演，还有这么嘹亮的歌声。那经过了下午的我们的4场精彩的议题分享后呢，时间已经来到最后的尾声了。最后我们要来进行论坛的总结报告。
After a full day of fruitful discussion and presentations, we now come to the final part of today's forum, the closing session and summary report.
好，那我们接下来就依照场次的顺序来邀请4位主持人进行我们的总结报告。首先，我们邀请我们的曾淑贤教授。
We would now like to invite the moderators to share their closing thoughts and reflections. First, let's invite Professor Zeng Shuxian, Professor Emeritus of Fo-Guang University.
Okay. Session 1 highlighted a highly significant trend in Asian reading culture. 这个有按吗？好 ，OK。Okay. 3 presenters of session 1 have offered us an inspiring journey across Singapore, Malaysia, and the Philippines, showing how reading promotion is evolving from isolated library activities into a broader cultural, social, and technological ecosystem. Singapore emphasizes the integration of reading into daily life, branding, and technology. From Singapore, we learned that reading can become part of everyday life and identity through initiatives such as the Early Read program, Bookmark, AI-powered storytelling, airport pop-up libraries, and collaboration with lifestyle brands. Singapore demonstrates how reading can move beyond the library and become interactive, social, visible, deeply integrated into modern lifestyles. Reading is no longer viewed merely as a habit, but as an experience and a form of cultural participation. And Malaysia emphasized reading as a driver of national development and social equity. Malaysia reminded us libraries are essential agents of social development and inclusion. The National Library of Malaysia emphasized the transition from activity-based reading campaign to a sustainable reading ecosystem centered on communities, equity, and accessibility. Through rural libraries, family literacy programs, prison outreach, cultural heritage preservation, and digital transformation, Malaysia positions libraries as trusted community hub that bridge social and geographic divides. The Philippines emphasize reading outreach and inclusion for disadvantaged communities. From the Philippines, we saw the importance of resilience, accessibility, and human connection in reading promotion. The National Library of Philippines highlighted outreach initiatives such as the NLP book cart, storytelling programs, online engagement during the pandemic, and the future literacy activities for children and youth. Their experiences demonstrate that reading promotion succeeds when libraries actively reach marginalized communities and create joyful and inclusive learning and environments. Although each country adopts different strategies, several common themes clearly emerged today. First, reading promotion must begin early and continue throughout every stage of life. Second, libraries are no longer only repositories of books. They are becoming community centers, cultural spaces, digital platforms, and social connectors. Third, technology and AI are not replacing reading, but expanding the ways people discover, experience, and share stories. Finally, successful reading cultures require collaboration among governments, libraries, schools, families, communities. Today's discussion reminds us that the future of reading is not only about increasing book circulation or statistics. It's about building inclusive, connected, creative, and resilient societies through literacy and lifelong learning. I would like to sincerely thank all speakers and the participants of Session 1. Thank you very much.
好，谢谢我们曾教授。那我们第二场次呢，是邀请我们的赖副馆长来为我们做一个总结报告。
Let's welcome Deputy Director 赖中勤 National Library of Public Information.
好，那第二场次哈，那第一位讲者呢是东京都立图书馆。那东京都立图书馆呢，他们是来讲到如何透过政策、无障碍的设施，跟数位科技呢来推广阅读。像东京市都立图书馆呢，他们在儿童阅读跟特教的支持哈，我想很多是值得台湾来学习的哈。比如说他们可以结合用手语的方式呢来说故事给那个小朋友听。那另外呢，他们也透过远端遥控机器人，让病房内的小朋友他也能够听到图书馆说故事的一个服务。那在推动无障碍的阅读环境呢，那在馆内有设置苹果书架 Apple Shelves， 那有专门陈列点字书跟大字版的图书。那很特别是在日本的 Daisy 的书非常多哈，那这点在台湾就没有这种专门是给视障者使用的 Daisy 的书哈，我想这个是蛮不错的一个服务。那还有易读本的无障碍的读物，那我想他们对视障的读者能够提供1对1的朗读，还有线上朗读的服务。那至于在数位转型方面呢，那东京都立图书馆有提供数位书架，那透过能够扫描上面的 QR code， 那在虚拟的环境中呢，能够去看到实体的书架它上面所呈现的书跟书籍这些书的内容。那一样在东京都立图书馆也提供 AI Chat Shelf， 就是说可以透过用描述句的方式呢，然后呢AI 电脑来理解我们要查询的图书资料，然后秀出说馆藏资料推荐给读者。那我想东京都立图书馆它未来呢就是要打造一个全新的中央图书馆，那是一个创造之图书馆。好，那第二位讲者呢是越南国家图书馆哈。那越南国家图书馆的简报呢有讲到越南如何将国家级的阅读政策落实到全国的公共图书馆的网络的具体的行动。所以他们在2019年有通过越南的图书馆法，那透过这个法呢，那可以扩展到全国将近2万多个地区学校，那甚至偏乡在内的图书馆的网络。那他们也提供知识之光的行动图书馆车。那提供这样的图书馆车的服务呢，我想对比较偏乡或者不容易到图书馆的读者的帮助就非常大。那上面所提供的不只有书，还包含 notebook、电视跟影音设备这些资料呢，让读者来利用。那第三个呢，越南他们所定的是每年的4月21号，是全国性的图书馆 阅读文化日。那在阅读文化日呢，他们会举办各项的活动，包含像说故事比赛啦，还有 STEAM 的设计的竞赛跟书本书封的设计比赛等等。那我想在越南图书馆他们的未来的发展会讲求说微创新，那每年都做一些微创新的一个发展那来渐渐来提升整个越南图书馆的整个图书馆事业的发展。那第三个讲点是由国立公共资讯图书馆的廖增婉科长来做报告那我想在国立公共资讯图书馆方面呢，所要面对就是说，我们拥有这么多的数位资源，如何推广给全国的读者来使用？那我们这边所提出的几个策略，好像我们会提供一站式的整合数位资源的服务。就是只要透过一站式的服务点进来的话，它就可以用整个100多种的数位资源。那另外呢，我们这边也提出了 O2O 学习跟多媒体的推广，就是 online 到 offline。那有线上的多媒体内容的推广，那还有线上的实体的线上服务这样。那另外还有 OMO 的跨域合作，那就是将不同的一些合作伙伴能够结合在一起，那推展图书馆的服务给合作的伙伴上面。那最后呢，就是这边提供有一个 MIL 的一个工具包，那希望说将媒体的素养融入课程，那强化公众的识别跟资讯的能力。那最后呢，国立公共资讯图书馆也在 AI 的发展上，在做一个更进一步的一个实验那这个就是在2楼的一个就是 Plus Space 这样一个空间。那我们希望说，透过这样的空间那应用 AI 的科技，然后结合国资图的线上资源，那还有国立公共资讯图书馆的数位典藏的资源然后看 AI 它能够做怎样的变化。我想这个都是一个尝试。那不管怎样，就是说图书馆在对 AI 这样的一个科技的未来发展会有很多的可能性。那我们或许可以利用 AI 来更接近读者，来提供更好的服务。好，以上。
好，谢谢赖副馆长。那接下来是我们的第3场 Session 3的主持人，我们的这个柯理事长柯浩仁柯理事长来为我们做总结。
Okay, guided by the foreign organizer, I only prepare 2 slides. The first one is about the shared message from the 4 speakers. As you can see, public libraries has many common DNA, no matter which country, no matter which local context. So in the for presentation, we can see that libraries are core infrastructure for smart, sustainable cities. Not only place to borrow books, read books. We have many patrons can have many activities and learn in the library. And the second one is traditionally library may think their mission and text from the library herself, but now in the modern society, we must do something from the marketing side, as my younger brother says. So we must have some user-centered shift to consider the patrons' needs. The third one is hybrid access, because now we are not just a shop for physical books. We have e-books. We have some e-reader loan. So we must combine the physical and the e-books and the in-premise activity and the online engagement. The third one is inclusive equity. I always say that public libraries are 众生平等, equal for all. So in the future, we still need keep this in mind to provide our service to any kinds of person, for example, underserved, marginalized people, and also rich people. Okay. The first one is 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one is experience-led reading. We talk about what's the relationship with wedding and the reading, kitchen and the reading. But I think reading is everywhere, no matter which activity you take. The final one is new success metrics. Traditionally, we usually count the success of a library using the number of books or number of essays. But we must think that how library contribute to the outcome of our citizens. The second one. But I will not go into every detail about the full presentation. So in addition to the sameness, I also highlighted some features, characteristics of full presentation. But I know many of you take photo of these slides. So please let me save the time to go on and try to send you back to your home as soon as possible. Okay, thank you.
谢谢我们柯理事长。那接下来呢是我们的第4场，那我们是邀请到台北医学大学图书馆的馆长邱子恒邱馆长来为我们做总结。
Let's welcome Director Qiu Ziheng from Taipei Medical University.
Okay,
Library.
so guided from the organizer and follow Professor Ke. I was instructed that I only have 3 minutes and 1 slide. Okay, so 我被骗了. Okay. Okay, so in section 4 we have 4 presenters. The first one is from Fusan Metropolitan Library Director Park. The second one is from Taipei Public Library Director Hong Shichang. The third one is Kaohsiung Public Library Director Li, and the fourth one is Huang Wenyu Kezang from National Library of Information. Okay, NLPI. Okay, so this 4 presentation is pro the advanced strategy adopted by Korea. The first presentation include the Fusan soil and Quanzhong. They talk about the C library, outdoor library, K library. So it was very impressed. And the other 3 presentations about Taiwan is about Taipei, Kaohsiung, and NLPI in promoting reading, spectacle innovation, smart transformation, and gamified learning. So we summarize 4 key things. The first one is spectacle innovation. We can conclude in this 4 presentation, libraries are not evolving from quiet indoor space into vibrant urban plazas and outdoor landmark. The second one is the active engagement. So all of them moving away from traditional event, award gamification and the civic participation, especially the Kaohsiung. They talk about the 青年董事. So they decide 33 events to implement. Okay, so especially for the young user become creator and decision maker. The third one is about the smart transformation. They integrate AI, big data, and XR technology to enhance service efficiently while preserving the humanistic value of deep thought. The last one is about the social capital. All of them are mentioned about the ecosystem of the library, the cooperation between the bookstore, library, and company, and other kind of institutions. So they try to building a reading ecosystem that strengthen community trust and address digital age literacy defect. That's all I can say. So we can go home now.
谢谢我们邱馆长。那我们呢，从这8个国家不同的文化、不同的经验，我们看见了一件事情：阅读从来不只是阅读， 而是一种改变世界的力量。感谢所有今天的讲者，还有我们的参与者。那2026第二届亚太公共图书馆论坛圆满成功。
Today, through the sharing of experiences and ideas from 8 countries, different cultures, and different library systems, we have seen one important thing. Reading is a force that can change the world. The 2026 Asia Pacific Public Library Forum has now concluded successfully.
好，阅读呢成为照亮世界的光。我们期待下一届的亚太公共图书馆论坛再次相见。谢谢大家。
Thank you for coming. I'd like to quote from former U.S. President Wilson Woodrow, that he said, "Friendship is the only cement that will ever hold the world together. Let's remember this day and extend our cooperation to the future." Thank you again for participation. Thank you.
再次谢谢大家的参与。我们在这里提醒大家，如果您要搭乘这个接驳车的伙伴，请您呢在5分钟后呢，在我们1楼大厅来集合。那另外呢，也请本馆的接待人员邀请我们国外的学者，还有我们国内的贵宾到我们的2楼艺文走廊边，我们来集合。我们即将要前往餐厅。谢谢大家，再次感谢大家今天的参与。
We also invite our guests to gather at the art corridor next door for the evening banquets. Thank you.